Ladies and gentlemen, today's big news. Superstar Anna lets her assistant seize the chance, cancels interviews, and meets Jack face to face in a small room. Tonight, I spent an epic night with the chief reporter of the UK. Oh yeah. It was amazing. Jack suddenly remembered that today is his sister's birthday and there's a family bash tonight. He can't. No problem. I'm sure I can escape. No, I mean if you guys are okay with it, it'd be a date for you. With a proposition like that, Jack couldn't say no, and thus the magic of the opening scene unfolded. Everyone was in shock that superstar Anna showed up here, even though Jack repeatedly explained they weren't a couple. But no one believed. The family was jovial, laughter echoed, and the earlier incident with the brother faded away. In such a warm atmosphere, Anna felt a warmth she hadn't experienced since her debut until late at night. She reluctantly bid farewell to the family. Strolling, Jack proposed a park romance, but it was late. The park was closed. In disappointment, just as she was about to quit, Jack, do you really follow all these rules? Spurred Anna to step forward. She put all her effort into climbing over the fence, but failed twice. Meanwhile, Anna watched, and what happened next left Jack completely stunned. The superstar elegantly hopped over the fence, and with that encouragement, Anna's competitive spirit ignited, and she unleashed her hidden strength. Finally, she successfully entered the park, the dim atmosphere filled with dew-kissed fragrant grass, and they strolled through. They discussed future dreams, love lives, and their bond subtly changed that evening. Next day, they met at the cinema for their undeniable first date, though unacknowledged. Then drama struck at the restaurant. Yes, at a rear table were talking about Anna with nasty remarks. Anne ignored it, but Jack, clearly upset, couldn't stay calm. He stood up to speak for Anna, but with his worded defense, things didn't improve and he was met with ridicule. Anna grabbed him and headed for the door. The angrier he grew, the more he fumed, turning back to face the men. At Jack's appearance, they instantly fell silent. Watching them leave, the group was in disbelief, having never imagined that the one they just mocked actually knew Anna. Though he didn't really help much, Jack's act of loyalty brought a smirk to his face. Subtitles. As the two of them strolled and engaged in conversation, they swiftly arrived at the entrance of the hotel where Anna resided. Just as Jack was on the verge of bidding farewell, Anna extended an invitation to him once again. This time Jack agreed. They'd go upstairs 5 minutes apart to avoid reporters and prevent Anna in dating headline. 5 minutes later, he excitedly knocked, but Anna hurriedly urged him to leave. Confused, Jack suddenly heard a man's voice from inside the room. Hearing the way he called Anna made Jack's head spin. He instinctively wanted to say I should go, but dared not. Hearing how he addressed Anna, Jack froze. When Jack finally came to his senses, he hastily stated that he was a hotel staff member, recognizing that now was clearly not the moment to press Anna for the truth, and he was just about to slip away quietly. But then the man called out to him, pointing at the trash can full of garbage. The implication was clear as day. The man meant to avoid embarrassing Jack, but was misread as under-tipping, humiliating Jack, though he remained silent. To avoid troubling Anna, he silently left the hotel, suspecting she had a boyfriend. The dates were probably just her searching for fun in a boring life. Reflecting on that weird kiss, he grew more convinced of his theory. When Jack returned home that night, he had resolved to bid adieu to the yet-to-start romance. The dream of a superstar falling for a poor guy ultimately resides in fairy tales. After talks with family and friends, Jack's mood slightly improved after a week, but before he could embrace a new life, Anna barged in talking about the pickle she was in. Turns out, just 3 days ago, some beautiful pictures she took earlier were maliciously leaked. Her boyfriend left her because of it. Media hounds were all over the place, and the hotel was now a zoo. So she had no choice but to seeing her teary-eyed, Jack simply couldn't say no to her request to stay here, even though he felt deceived by her before. After slightly calming down, Jack intended to ask, why did Anna, with a boyfriend, stay with him? Confronted with the question, she fretfully explained a misunderstanding. They fought and split up months ago. Since then, they hadn't communicated. Over time, she had mentally accepted the breakup. She didn't expect her to appear at the hotel that day. She rushed Jack to leave as things happened too fast to manage or explain. Once he learned the whole story, Jack felt a bit better. For the next few days, since they couldn't go out, they would rehearse scripts on the balcony, and in the evenings they'd sit on the couch together discussing their upcoming film. Anna even tried her hand at cooking. As they spent time together, their bond strengthened 2 to 3/4 or tilde micro albicleta 6 3c a cubed I circumflex. After several more wonderful days, news reached Anna that the reporters outside were no longer interested in the drama, making her incredibly happy. But just as she thought about that morning, chaos suddenly broke out. Jack went to check upon hearing noise outside, discovered a swarm of reporters gathered outside and quickly shut the door. Before he could figure out why they were there, Anna finally woke up and was drawn to the noise outside. Jack tried to warn her, but it was evidently too late. Anna's face was pale as she quickly called her assistant, requesting a car to be sent to take her home. "What did you do? What do you think I'm supposed to do? I don't even know what's going on," she exclaimed in frustration. "This can't be." "Really?" Jack stood shocked. The UK media knew. They know Anna's whereabouts.